Okay, let's take a look at the question that you have. You've got a normal distribution. It has a mean of mu equal to 35 and a standard deviation of sigma equal to 8 minutes. Okay, so this is our non-standard normal distribution. We're going to solve each of these questions by converting back to the standard normal. That is the one that has the mu equal to 0 and sigma equal to 1. And work off that. And again, as you'll see in a minute, you're going to have a little bit different answer depending on what table you're using, or if you're getting it from, say, R. Okay, so we want to find the probability that the complaints are resolved within 30 minutes. So that's the probability of X, that is our non-standard normal, is less than 30, right? So we're going to convert that back to the standard normal, the Z. So we'll take that 30 minus the mu of 35 in the numerator, divided by the sigma of 8 in the denominator. So that's going to give us a probability of Z less than negative 5 over 8, or the probability that Z is less than negative 0.625. And typically when you see your values that you're looking up in the table, it's going to go to two places to the right of the decimal. So I'm going to have that run from Z less than negative 0.63. Okay, now, let's see if I can scroll down a little bit. There we go. All right, so that's the way our picture would look if you like to have it visual. I like to, so I always put together my little picture going on that. Okay, so again, as I mentioned, it's going to depend which table you're using. If you're looking up one that includes the negative values, that is, we're looking for everything less than negative 0.63, and that'll give me 0.2643. Again, if you're using R, that's what you'll use the P norm of negative 0.63. All right, now the second one, again, we're going to use the same kind of logic. We want the probability that the complaint is resolved after 50 minutes. So I've got the probability that X is greater than 50, and that's going to be the probability that Z is divided by the sigma of 8, and that'll be the probability that Z is greater than 15 over 8, or the probability that Z is greater than 1.875. Here again, I'm going to round to two places to the right of the decimal. That is the probability that Z is greater than 1.88. Okay, so there's my picture. I see that it's on that right-hand tail. So again, when you look up in your table, and again, it's going to be a function of which table you're using. If you're looking for everything to the right of that value, you're going to find the 0.9699. But I really want that value over here that is in that right-hand tail. So I'm going to take 1, which represents the entire curve, and subtract off that 0.9699. That's going to give me 0.0301. So it's just about 3%. Okay, finally, the third one, we want the probability that the complaint is resolved between 40 and 55 minutes. So in this one, we're going to apply that translation back to the standard normal twice. That is, on the left part, if you will, for the 40, and then on the right part for the 55. So I'm going to have 40 minus 55 over 8, less than Z, less than 55 minus 35 over 8. All right, so then I'm going to have the probability that Z is between 5/8 and 20 over 8, and that will simplify to 0.625, less than Z, less than 2.5, or here again, we're going to use our two places to the right of the decimal, 0.63, less than Z, less than 2.5. So there's our picture. All right, so I'm going to get that less than the 2.55. So that's coming from here. So I'm going to get that, and that's going to be the 0.9938. All right, and that's everything to the left of the 2.5. All right, now I have to think about the 0.63, so I actually just want this part, and then I'll go from here. Now I'm going to have the 0.9938 minus the 7357, and that will give me a final answer of 0.2581. Okay, hope this helps. Thanks.